Hello. I thought that it would be a good idea to take part in the Paloma the Peach is a little draw it in your own style challenge. She does them every now and then, and I think I would like to finally do something. Since I usually just look at other people's work and then I appreciate it, and that's what it is.
But yeah, this time I've decided that I would actually want to do something. So I picked up my iPad and I decided, I started drawing. And hello, how have you been, by the way? Because this video hasn't actually had a proper introduction or, welcome. Welcome to my lovely, cozy corner on the internet, I guess. I was really enjoying, I've been really enjoying drawing lately. Well, now that I have an iPad. But I really enjoyed drawing this particular drawing your own style. It's just a girl with a flower with the most incredible jumper. If you know where I could get a similar jumper, please let me know. Obviously, I could make it myself, but I could imagine it will take me a few years since I still haven't finished the blanket that I've been knitting for the last 3 or 4 years. So, timing issues, free time, spare time, and loads of hobbies. I'm not very good with, as you can see, I'm not very good with sizings, or just size in general. I tend to draw my characters that are way too big for my canvas, and then I have to resize everything. And it's the case for everything when it comes to my drawing. I'm just there like, drawing things and then resizing, then drawing, then erasing them, and seeing what works and what doesn't. That's why also I'm incredibly grateful to be able to draw on an iPad, because it's way easier to erase things than on a piece of paper. So I start off with just like a general sketch, and most of the people do, and then I lower the opacity, and then I go in with the Procreate pencil, and I draw an outline. The Procreate pencil has been my favorite for drawings anyway. And then, I just do whatever feels right. Pardon me. My work's been incredible. I've been so tired lately. I started my new job in December, I think. And it's the first job within my actual field after university. And it has been tiring. Very tiring, which I'm quite surprised about, because I worked in a pub before and I was not nearly as tired as I am now. I guess it's the brain power that I'm using now that, makes me knackered. I've been kind of trying to figure out how to draw hands. I am not even getting anywhere near feet at the moment, because I'm slowly getting there with hands. I was watching somebody's tutorial or something, or I was reading something in a drawing book, I think. I genuinely don't remember right now, but basically it said that if you draw and you kind of have to try and see everything as a very simple shape, like a square or triangle or whatever. And I've been trying to do that with hands, and it actually makes it way easier to draw them. I actually managed to draw a very good hand yesterday, and I was impressed by how good it looked like. I've been kind of trying to figure out what to do with the jumper as well. I ended up just drawing essentially a very similar, if not the same thing as it is in the original. I don't really like the way it turned out. I've been spending quite a lot of time drawing over the weekend, because during the weekday I don't tend to have that much time for it. And I've been drawing quite a lot. I'm trying to figure out whether maybe I should, design my own wedding invite, or because I'm getting married in September, just letting you know, not like a sell thing. Not a business plan, just my own, wedding invites. Yeah, I was thinking about them. Or I also kind of want to figure out something for my kitchen. I've got 2 picture frames in my kitchen and they still have Christmas stuff in them because I haven't figured out what to put in them, because I don't have anything that is wintry but not wintry at the same time. And I have to come up with something to, just put things on. Yeah. So we'll see how that go. I'll definitely show you if I manage to come up with something to draw in there. But yeah, I will let you just enjoy that video for now, and I will speak to you once we get to the next part. Before I go, one more thing. I've been using a watercolor brush set, and I will leave you the link down below because I do not remember what it's called right now. It's quite a popular one, but I have been in love with it. It is, I love the watercolor effect, and the fact that I can actually do something similar-ish, I guess, in some of the drawings that I do. It's actually quite incredible. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that and trying out a lot of different brushes and different colors. Still trying to get my colors right. Yeah, but I'm loving it anyway. Okay, you keep watching. anything?
No.
Hello, voiceover Sophie's back. um, I finished A Game of Thrones, the book. I read the Game of Thrones, or A Game of Thrones, back in 2018, I think, or 2017. Basically, I went to Greece and I found a Game of Thrones there, and I had Stephen King book with me, and I really was not enjoying it, so I kind of swapped them. So I left my Stephen King book and I took A Game of Thrones, and I really enjoyed it, but I never actually finished it. I think I gave up about 50 pages before the ending, which is just ridiculous. So I finally managed to do a reread of that, and I am loving it so much. The fact that the actual TV show was like almost one-on-one with the book is actually quite incredible, because I know that a lot of the time it's not possible for a video or a film or TV series or whatever to be exactly the same as the book. And in this case, well, the first book is pretty much exactly the same. I cannot begin to explain or express how much I loved this book, and it was especially incredible for me whenever I was jumping from one character to another, because you can clearly see the difference between each character and how they're written, and the fact that it's just what you would have never thought that it was one person writing all of these characters, because they all have such different personalities. I was constantly rolling my eyes whenever I was reading Sansa's chapter, constantly, because poor Sansa, she doesn't know stuff yet. She'll get there. And obviously, I'm not a big fan of. I'm genuinely not a big fan of Caitlyn. I get where she's coming from, but At the same time, I just don't really like her as a person. I think Tyrion might be my favorite character so far. I do enjoy Jon's chapters, but obviously, like, I'm hoping that they're gonna go in a different direction, because right now Jon's like 14, so obviously everything that he does is not gonna be super grown up. And some of the things he does is just like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, and then obviously when I was reading edit chapters, I was just like screaming at the book, physically screaming, just like, what are you doing? Just stop. Like, you don't have to be so honorable. Yeah, it's incredible how it turned out. And I don't know if did any of you not watch the Game of Thrones or read the books? Obviously, I'm not going to go into too much details in case somebody's out there who still hasn't seen it, but that book, incredible. Yeah, so my plans are to keep on reading in Game of Thrones, or like the follow up with the series, which is A Song of Ice and Fire, I think is the actual title of the saga or series. We have all of the books at home, the ones that came out, because obviously we're still waiting for the last 2 books to come out. But I was thinking of maybe reading 1 book a month, and maybe potentially filming it and turning it into a video, where I'll be reading Game of Thrones for half a year and just talking to you about it, 1 book at a time. Yeah, it is an incredible book though. Seriously. I think out of all of the books that I've ever read, I have only a few that are my, not even top 10, because I like to keep my fantasy series separate to my other books. So, Harry Potter, The Lord of the Rings, and my recent discovery, which is his Dark Materials, are 3 of my all-time favorite fantasy series. And obviously, Game of Thrones is up there as well. And I love it so much that I actually have like special shelves just for these series. And we tend to buy quite a few copies of the same book when we love it a lot. So I've got a bit of a collection of the Lord of the Rings books, for example, or Harry Potter, and they're just there. Yeah, and Game of Thrones is definitely one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to learn what next is going to happen in the books anyway, because I know that I think the first 2 books are quite true to the actual TV series, but then after that it kind of branches out a bit. I think the Battle of Bastards is still in the books, but then everything after that is kind of new, I want to say. Obviously I don't know, because I genuinely haven't read any other book from the Game of Thrones series thing. But I remember when we were watching the TV show, John was kind of telling me where the books stop, which is I think season 4 or 5. If you know, let me know. Yeah, other than that, did you watch Game of Thrones, and what did you think of the ending? Because I want to say that I really enjoyed it, and I know it's going to be quite an unpopular opinion, but I really did like the Game of Thrones, and I really enjoyed the ending. What I didn't enjoy about the ending was the fact that actually I'm not going to delve into the, actually, you know what, I'm going to put spoiler alert, so okay, spoiler alert. Just skip it if you haven't seen it. I didn't like the person that became the king of Westeros. I think that was kind of contradictory to what we've learned over the previous seasons, and it made no sense to me. But everything else I very much enjoyed. I do wish they made it into 2 separate seasons rather than just 1, because it felt quite rushed. I think the first 4 episodes should be separate season, and then the second, well, the other half of the episodes should be another season. And I think it would have made more sense to do it that way, because I mean, going through with the Battle of Winterfell, and we kind of get to the middle of the season and everything is very, tense, and just the adrenaline and the stress levels that we had when we were watching it for the first time, that were just like through the roof. But then after that, everything else is anticlimactic compared to like episode 4. So yeah, that's the only issue that I had. And obviously the person that became the king, because that made no sense. Yeah, I cannot wait to read the remaining books, and I very much hope that you'll be here to watch or listen to me talk about the remaining books of A Game of Thrones, or A Song of Ice and Fire series. Yeah, I think that's it, what I wanted to say. I don't think there's anything else I want to tell you about A Game of Thrones without actually getting into details. And I would be more than happy to have a proper in-depth conversation with somebody about A Game of Thrones, because I think I'm in need of one. And I would love to have a book club at some point where we could just read this book and then discuss it like properly in depth during like a live or something. That would be incredible. But until that happens, I don't want to go into too much detail in like a normal public video, in case somebody's never read it, and just don't want to spoil stuff for them. So I will leave it like that. And I'll go now. But thank you very much for watching that video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you don't mind my little voiceovers. They're completely random, so if there's a lot of ums and hums, that's why. I literally just tell you everything that comes to my head right now. Anyway, yeah, I'll be going. Thank you very much for watching again, and I hope you enjoyed it, and leave me any suggestions of what you would like me to read next, for example, or what you would like me to draw. And I hope to see you in my next video. Cool. Cheers. Bye.